When someone says, Roger that, most people think it just means understood. But that's not what it originally meant. In fact, for decades, it didn't mean understood at all. So what does Roger actually mean? Set up the mystery. You've heard it in movies, military dramas, air traffic control, police radios. Roger that. Copy, Roger. Roger, over. It sounds official. It sounds precise. But the word Roger wasn't chosen randomly. And it wasn't someone named Roger. To understand it, we have to go back to the early days of radio communication. The real origin. In the early 20th century, radio operators needed a way to confirm they received a message. But early radio had problems. Static, interference, poor audio quality, misheard words. Clarity was everything. So instead of saying full sentences like, I have received your message, operators used short confirmation signals. One of those signals was the letter R, and in Morse code, R was sent as dot dash dot, which simply meant received, not understood, just received. Enter the phonetic alphabet. Now here's where Roger comes in. Back then, the phonetic alphabet was different from today's NATO version. The letter R wasn't Romeo, it was Roger. So when operators said, Roger, they were literally saying, I received your message. That's it. No confirmation of understanding, no agreement. Just reception. War made it popular. During World War II, radio communication became critical. Pilots, ships, soldiers, they relied entirely on clear, fast confirmations. Saying Roger was faster and more reliable than saying received. And in combat, speed matters. You don't waste syllables when lives are at stake. So Roger became standard military language, and eventually, it entered pop culture. The big misconception. Here's the part most people don't realize. Roger does not mean, I understand. It only means, I received your transmission. If a pilot wanted to confirm understanding, they would say, Wilco, which means, will comply. And sometimes you'll hear both, Roger Wilco, which technically is redundant, because Wilco already implies receipt. But language evolves, and repetition builds clarity. Why not just say understood? Why didn't they just say understood? Because radio communication must be short, clear, hard to mishear. Understood can be distorted. Static could turn it into something else. But Roger is sharp. 2 clear syllables. Harder to confuse. It cuts through noise. In aviation and military contexts, clarity beats politeness. Modern usage. Today, most people use Roger that casually. In offices, on phone calls, even jokingly. And now it does mean, I understand. Language shifted. The original technical meaning softened. But in aviation and military communication, the distinction still matters, because misunderstanding in those environments can cost lives. So next time someone says, Roger that, remember, they're not just agreeing. They're confirming a signal, a word born from Morse code, refined in war, carried through aviation, and adopted into everyday language, all from a single letter, R, and that's why we say Roger instead of just understood.